Hello friends! So today I thought I'd do a video on my day in the life of a hippie witch and how I came to be a hippie witch, and just share some of my practices that I do. I would say on a daily basis, but my days vary very much. Very much. Play on words there. Anyway, so just a little background about me. And for those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Kim or Kimberly. I am a mom, first and foremost. I'm a homeschooling mom, and we've pretty much been homeschooling our whole life. Like my kids, they're teens. My son's about to graduate, and he's homeschooled most of his life. My youngest teen has homeschooled all of their life, so about 15 years. And we have some videos on our adventures, our homeschooling adventures in the past when they were younger. We don't share as much anymore, but we are still homeschooling. We are still having adventures. But as for work, I am a massage therapist. I have been doing massage for 20 years. I mostly do out calls, so I go to my clients' houses. I don't really have a studio space anymore, but I have worked for excuse me. I have worked for spas. I've had my own space before, and I don't do massage as much. I'm getting a little bit older. Like I said, it's a little hard on my body as I get older, and I have been doing it for a while. So I have also become certified in crystal healing. So I've been more incorporating that lately. Not so much just crystal Reiki, although I can do that, but I do massage, and I also, lay the stones on people in, crystal healing, as well as incorporating that into my massage. So I don't really have a set schedule for that, and that's probably, it's definitely by choice. I prefer to kind of keep things unscheduled. I get really bored with routines. I've always been that way. That is the hippie part of me. I've never been much for a 9-to-5 job. Even before I went to massage school, I would work jobs. I would work, waitressing. I worked at Starbucks or other coffee shops, and I would, work maybe 6 in the morning until like 2, so I could be off early and have the rest of the day. And I've done a lot of different jobs, so I do get restless. I notice very easily. I've done lots of trainings in different things, and I believe that also plays into my restlessness. I like to switch things up. I'm a dancer. I've been a dancer since I was a child. I have, trained in like ballet, hip hop. I was on my high school's dance team. We did competitions. But as I grew older, I kind of just got more into like the holistic and the spiritual aspect of dance. I would, go to ecstatic dance classes or workshops. And then I found belly dance, and I really loved just the movements and how it just connected me with my femininity and connected me with my other women in the circle, and it lit me up. So I actually found the Goddess Life Sisterhood. I'm going to share a little bit about that. Just one moment. So when I was going to massage school, so it would have been like 2000, the early 2000s, 2003, I found this workout called the Goddess Workout. And I'm very much all like things goddessy and, divine feminine, and I've kind of always been that way. And I found this, and I realized it was a belly dance workshop, and she started talking about chakras and, how belly dance is for women and not just to earn the male gaze, so to speak. It was just to connect you with your own body and your own divine feminine within, and I was just hooked. So fast forward, I went to do the Goddess Workout Instructor training a few years later, and so now I am a certified Goddess Workout Instructor. So I also am a chakra dance. I teach chakra dance, which is kind of like a moving meditation using the chakras as you can see, I'm obsessed with anything chakra. And one of these days I'm going to share a video about my favorite books on chakras and, things that have inspired and helped me learn. So anyway, back to dance. I dance almost every day, or do some sort of some exercise, or I try to, when I'm not busy doing massage, because sometimes my mornings are all about going to give massages. But if I don't do massage, then I will, try to get some exercise in, whether that be dance or hiking, but I will share more about that in a minute. So yeah, so before we get started, before we get into the video, as you can see, I have my little altar there. I'm also big on altars. I have altars all over my house. Oh yeah, I'm also a initiated priestess. So I've studied goddesses, the goddess path, holding goddess circles. So yeah, I work with various goddesses and I have little altars all over my house. So I like to start out my day with some meditation, and that usually involves, I don't know words today, involves drawing a card. So today I'm going to be doing the Green Witch Oracle card. So that's what the cards look like. So let's see what we get today. Ooh, spearmint. So I like this deck because it has not only some of the herbs and like ways to work with them, which is really nice, but it's got, the tools, of a Green Witch. It's got, things like the altar, the magic circle, the kitchen witch, the cauldron. It's a very beautiful deck. But yeah, today we've got spearmint. So I will read a little bit about ways to work with spearmint. And as I'm going to share, oops, where did it go? Okay. I love herbs. I am an aromatherapist. I've just started incorporating more herbs into that in herbal study, but I still have to look some things up. Okay, mint is one of the most communicative plants of the woods. You will notice its presence immediately thanks to its perfume, which emits as soon as it is in flower. It has the ability to adapt to the most difficult situations and to clarify thoughts, allowing a lucid, objective view. It is very useful if you meet a mint plant when you have to resolve an important question, as it will help you see things as they really are. Keep your thoughts light and you will see more clearly. So that is spearmint. So I'm just going to get into it with showing you some of my practices, which involve herbs, essential oils, crystals. All my little fun tools that I work with. So here we go. So like I said, I like to start out my morning with some meditation. And here's how I just set up my little altar area. I've got my crystals, my wand, my cards. I usually have a blend of tarot and oracle cards. There's my chakra steel drum, and I just do a little meditation, pull my cards, and set my intentions for the day. And then I usually just move on downstairs, and I have my little aromatherapy practice. I usually do some anointment, and then I set up my aromatherapy. Here's my oils and my herbs. I do tend to start out my morning with coffee. I am a bona fide coffee addict, but I also like tea. And then I've got my little witchy kitchen set up. I guess I'm somewhat of a kitchen witch, but I'm more just eclectic witch. There's me watering my herbs. I do have a little herb garden. I try to grow a lot of my own, but as much of a green witch as I like to think I am, I'm not much of a green thumb. So there's some lavender. And of course, I've got another altar outside. Like I said, I've got altars everywhere. And there's my Gaia statue. I like to start out most days with some dancing. Here's me playing around in the studio with some fan veils before a class that I was teaching. I love the fan veils. I love any type of veil. I use veils a lot in my classes and in my personal practice at home. But when I'm not dancing, or if I have the time, I will dance. And then I also go on a little hike. And on this day, we went to, it's called Annie's Canyon, and it's close to where we live. But this is the trail that overlooks the lagoon. Really beautiful trail. So while we look at this trail, because I took quite a bit of footage, I'm just going to go over why I call myself a hippie witch. I mean, I don't really go around calling myself a hippie witch, but I guess I do identify as a hippie witch. And I've always been kind of a hippie. I've just been really into nature and connecting with nature and living outside the box and just not living a very conventional life. My friends always have called me a tree hugger, and I really am. I literally hug trees. Just, very natural. I've always tried to be that way, but I've also been spiritual, and I did a whole blog post on finding my spirituality, but I just had sorry, looking at my footage. Anyway, I just had a really hard time because I didn't find a spirituality that just, that fit. And I tried on a lot. And I even, tried spiritualities and religions that were not mine. And I tried to make others happy. So I would conform to a certain religion and that I didn't identify with at all. And it took me a long time to realize that, deep down inside, I'm pagan. I've always been pagan. And what that means to me is not just connecting to a god and goddess, but as well as just Mother Earth. My religion is Earth, and my church has always been Earth. Earth is my temple, and the hippie part of me just believes that we need to spend more time honoring. Look at this. Look at all this beautiful, beautiful green. So yeah, I consider mine an earth-based spirituality. And here I am in the Redwoods when we took our recent trip. Oh, look, there's me hugging a tree. And there's my youngest in a tree. So yeah, mine is an earth-based spirituality, and I just try to incorporate as many of those practices as I can into my daily life. After I'm done connecting with nature and my morning spiritual practice, and then I usually spend time homeschooling the kids and working. So with work, it varies every day. So some days I will have some massages or some crystal healing. I hold some goddess circles and, just lead in ceremony. And then there's some days that I will make aromatherapy products, and I sell these on my website. So you can check that out. And then I also teach my dance classes, and here's me teaching a class on the Goddess Life Sisterhood. It's one of my chakra goddess classes. So you can see we have lots of fun here. So if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it.